Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Lions franchise. Today we're gonna have the rest of the regular season and a potential postseason, but not the Super Bowl. I'm gonna record the Super Bowl if we make it, and if we don't, I'll do it anyway because there is too many fun players in this league, and if we don't make it to the Super Bowl, I still wanna watch it. So we have a breakout challenge for Jeff Okudah for this next game, and it is going to be in Green Bay against the Packers, quarterbacked by Jordan Love. They still have Kerryon Johnson, and they do not have Davante Adams anymore. He went and left, and they are in the playoff hunt, so this is going to be an important game for the Packers and the Lions for this division and also for the playoffs. Jordan Love keeps it on 3rd and inches, and he got the first down. 2 yards, 3 yards on that run. Was pretty lucky. 3rd and 8, a couple plays later, and Jordan Love throws it, and it's knocked down by Jeff Okudah. Nice pass breakup, and the Packers add a field goal. Blitz is coming in, but Arcega-Whiteside is open over the middle on the slant. That is a nice catch and run of 19 yards. Couple plays later, and Pat Messina has a play action shot, and it's open. Skylar Sharp inside the 10. It's a 25-yard reception for the tight end. 1st and goal. And now a couple plays later, Pat Messina, 3rd and goal. He has some time, gets rid of it, and it's caught. Touchdown Lions, Deontay Bryant. So the Lions are taking a 7-3 lead in this game. We are at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter starts right now. Jordan Love on 3rd and 1, and it's knocked away from Tony Howard. Nice play by Kyle Hazelwood. And now the Lions have the ball back. They missed the extra point, unfortunately, but Calvin Short has a nice run here, falling ahead, getting some yardage. 1st and 10 from the 14. Pat Messina scrambles to the outside. Nobody there. He takes off and he runs it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Messina shows off the wheels. Touchdown Lions. This is going to be a 13-3 ball game right now. We are in the middle of the second quarter, and Jordan Love has a man wide open over the middle. It's Tim Burke, and it's Cameron Burke. I'm sorry, but he is injured on the play. Packers move the chains. They go down to the red zone. They have a chance to score a touchdown, and that is James Conner, I think. I think they signed James Conner, and he gets the touchdown right here. He's also a captain of this team. 13-10. We are inside the 2-minute warning. Pat Messina is blitzed by the linebacker, and he goes down. What a play by the linebacker. So the Packers get the ball back after that sack, and Jordan Love goes down as well. Kevin Sutton brings him down. 3rd and 24, a minute left, and they just run it. James Conner not getting anywhere, and the Lions are taking a timeout. Still have a chance at some points. Play action shot for Pat Messina. What a block at the edge, and Deontay Bryant at the 25. What a catch. And they have a chance at a touchdown here, and if not, they will score a field goal, but it's a touchdown. JJ Arcega-Whiteside with the score. Pat Messina, great readjusting within the pocket, moving a little bit to the left. And yeah, we have some games here to the left. 3rd from above is the Bears. They lost to New Orleans. The Bears were the number 5 seed, but they lost against New Orleans, so they have to win a few of the next games to get that back, because the NFC is a slaughterhouse. Too many teams at about 5 and 6 wins right now. 4th and inches, Pat Messina here, and Lindell Thierry races away from the cornerback, and nobody's there. It's a touchdown. What a score for Lindell Thierry from almost midfield. 4th and inches, and they score a touchdown. So the Lions are pulling ahead. Now they go for the 2-point try, and Calvin Short jukes out Rashaan Evans. What a play. He jukes out Rashaan Evans. Outrun outruns the defender before that. What a play by Calvin Short. 3-score game, and it's almost over. Jordan Love, play action shot, but Kevin Sutton did not fall for the play action. Second sack of the day for him. And the Lions get the ball back here. Andrew Scott, he weaves around, gets away, gets to the outside, and that's a huge run. It's 21 yards for Scott. And he's got the first down at the edge of field goal range. And now a few plays later, they are inside the 10. Pat Messina has loads of time, and he misses Lindell. He was open in the back of the end zone. 4th and goal, and the Lions are going to add 3 points. No touchdown on that drive. What a play. Justin Gunter with the 3rd down stop. 4th down, Jordan Love over the middle. It's complete. Matthew Garrett with a stiff arm, and he gets a few extra. That's 7 yards on the play. And they march down toward the red zone. Jordan Love to the outside. James Conner, and he goes nowhere. That's a TFL. 4th and goal. Jordan Love in the end zone, and it is incomplete on 4th down to Michael Gallup, so they come up with no points at all. And Pat Messina takes a shot at the end zone, and it is intercepted. Bad choice to go after that one. It's Tommy Monroe, the young cornerback, and he's got a pick at the end of the 4th quarter, but it won't really matter because this game is basically over. Arcega-Whiteside was covered perfectly here by Monroe, and the ball is a little bit overthrown, but still a bad decision. You need to throw it shorter than that or throw it somewhere else entirely. Calvin Short had a nice day. Lots of 8, 9, 10-yard gains, and he had 167 on the ground. What a day for him. And then we are going to have some contract offers here. Damian Williams, great season. He's leading the team in sacks. 2 years, $14 million. Is he going to stay in Detroit? And yes, he does. He's going to continue to be a part of that fierce defensive line. Now, Jeff Okudah didn't get his breakout challenge, but we have another breakout here, and it is going to be Pat Messina. He's going to have a breakout chance here in the next game against the Miami Dolphins. They are going to come to town. Really excited to see how that one plays out. He needs to have 3 touchdowns and, I don't know, 300-something yards to get up to star dev. And here is Davante Adams. I talked about him. He left in free agency, and he went to Miami, to sunny Miami. And there is Lindell Thierry on 3rd and 2 at around midfield. He has a huge gain, 29 yards to Thierry, down to the red zone. And now we are inside the 1. And Pat Messina is going to throw for it. It's a touchdown. It's Skylar Sharp. And he has the score. He has been really solid this entire season. He got a lot more targets than TJ Hawkinson did in his last season. But, well, the Dolphins still have Tua Tagovailoa, and he makes the catches. Raheem McLaughlin in the revenge game. And he's got the first down. What a play by McLaughlin. Quarterback draped all over him, but he made the catch. And now Tua is almost intercepted. It's Luke Wagner, and they have to add a field goal. 7-3 ball game. And there is Deontay Bryant, and he runs away from defenders. And he gets down to around midfield and gets a new first down as well. And now it's going to be trips to the left for Pat Messina. He's got a man open. It's Skylar Sharp, and he has 18 yards. And Messina is over 100 on the day. And we are now inside the 5. Messina has a man open. It's Mesh. And it is Lindell Thierry with another touchdown. And the Dolphins are going to need to score some points if they want to stay in this. Carl Henry does not get the ball. Tua on the read option play gets tackled by Luke Wagner. Great play. So they punt the ball back to the Lions, and Messina steps up. There is some green grass, and he fumbles the ball away. That was Cantu. I think the older one, Mateo, is the younger. He's the defensive tackle. The older is Julian Cantu. I really wanted to draft him. And I think one of them got the fumble here on this play. But they score a touchdown a few plays later. Calvin Short has a score on an inside zone run. And there is a play made by the tight end. This is, I think they signed Dallas Goedert. I'm not sure. But the Dolphins finally marching down the field. 3rd and 9 for Tua now, though. And it gets knocked down. It's Amari Burns with the play. Great play by Burns here. And the Dolphins have to score a field goal. Now on the swing pass to the running back, Calvin Short gets 20 inside the 2-minute warning now. 15-point game. Pat Messina, deep drop back. And this is Lindell Thierry racing toward the goal line, and he gets 32 on this play. And 2nd and 3. It's Pat Messina, and he goes down. He gets taken down, and now they are probably gonna attempt a field goal, which they did. 24-6. We are into the 3rd quarter now, and Carl Henry has the ball. He gets 16 on the stump off. Great play. And now they are inside the red zone. Tua is taken down. It's Kevin Sutton from the outside. It's his 10th sack of the season. And now it's 3rd and 12 for the Lions. After the Dolphins scored a field goal, the Lions go on to score a touchdown, and this game has gotten out of hand pretty quickly. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with the score here. Tua in the 4th quarter trying to score a touchdown finally, but he goes down again. It's Kevin Sutton back for his 2nd sack of the day. That's 4 sacks in the first two games of this episode. And now Tua goes down again. It's Carlos Jefferson. This O-line of the Dolphins can't hold up against anything here, even though it is rated one of the better ones in the game, and the Lions go on to score another touchdown. Lindell Thierry with the score here. It's his 10th of the season. He's having a lot of touchdowns, not a lot of yards in the season. This game has gotten out of hands, and Tua is going down once again. He absorbs an incredible amount of sacks. It's Amari Burns in the backfield. 4th down and 23. They are going for it. And I'm seeing some pressure, but he throws it down the field, and it's caught. What a play. What a play by, I think, Jeremy Barton. Yeah, Jeremy Barton. They signed him last offseason. He was one of the better free agents in the league. As Tua goes down once again. They convert this incredible 4th and 23. And then they allow a sack. Still convert on the next 3rd down. And Carl Henry with some power into the end zone. And he has his 30th rushing touchdown. He has become a force to be reckoned with, but they are not the best run blockers in the league. And Tua goes down in the end zone now. Another sack. It's Williams and Caldwell. This game was pretty brutal for Tua. He absorbed a lot of sacks. It was at least 7, I think. And we'll see how the breakout went. Messina had an excellent game, and he is the real deal. He has star dev now, progresses faster, and we get some pretty low XP, I would say. Another thing that happened, John Wise got injured at the end of that game on a special teams play. So he's going to be out for 4 games. And with the next week, here come the top honors, the top player honors for the last week, and Messina actually got it for NFC player, offensive player of the week. We're going to move on to the next game. We are in Carolina, and we're going to play Baker Mayfield and DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey. They are still there. Playoff picture looks like this now. The Bears and the Packers bounced back and got some more wins, so they are now still the 5 and 6 seeds for now. On the first play of the game, Baker Mayfield has loads of time, and he needs to throw this away, or at least run away, try to make something happen. But Carlos Jefferson is having none of it. He has a sack, and that was a pretty bad decision by Pat Messina. And that leads to a field goal for the Lions. Now Baker is down inside the 5, and he runs it into the end zone. Alex Woodson tried to prevent him there, but he was not fast enough. And so the offensive number 6 goes into the end zone. The Panthers have a 7-3 lead, and as the Lions try to close on and in on that lead, Messina goes down, and the Lions have to score a field goal instead. But what a pick here for Justin Gunter. He was not even covering that guy, and he still got the pick. What a play by Justin Gunter. You can see him here lining up on the right side of the field from his view. He's covering the fullback, and then he just dives at the throw that was not supposed to be thrown at the fullback, but DJ Moore. And so the Lions get the ball back and have a chance at finally taking the lead in this game. Pat Messina, and he goes down on 3rd down once again. It's Taj Craig, a young defensive end. He's a really great player. So the Lions just 3 points once again. 3 field goals. This is not how you win games, but this is how. Damian Williams with another sack, wrecking a possession for the Panthers. And the Lions get back onto the field, and Messina goes down again on 3rd down. What is happening to this offensive line? And now they have to punt it out of their own end zone. And the Panthers are going to receive it. Jukes out one guy, and that is absolutely great field position for the Panthers. And they have a shot at retaking this lead here. Baker Mayfield, you need to throw it. And Kevin Sutton gets another sack. 5th sack in this episode in 3 games, in 2.5 games. And now screen is set up to CMC, and he outruns defenders, gets a few blocks on 2nd and 20, and he gets 19. So 3rd and 1. Great chance given by CMC, and Baker goes down. You need to throw it, man. Tyrell Hopkins gets in on the action. And so the Panthers are scoring 3 points. Messina gets the ball out to Calvin Short, and this is going to be a 64-yarder if they don't get more yardage. And Calvin Short runs it to the outside. He gets 10 yards. Timeout Lions, and now they have a 54-yarder instead. And Sly is gonna drill that. Great setup by Calvin Short to get some more points, and we get the ball back after halftime, and Calvin Short has 6 yards, but there is an injury. Deontay Bryant has to exit the game, and he walks into the locker room, so that does not look good. Jerome Cousins is going to replace him. It's going to be a torn labrum for Deontay Bryant, so that is really bad news. As Pat Messina is going down once again, it's Donald Ware, a young edge rusher for the Panthers. Play action shot for Baker. 2-point game. You need to get this one, and it's caught. I think that was Gerald Everett. And he's got a 34-yarder at the sideline. 1st and 10. This is strong I formation, and Baker Mayfield is going down again. A lot of sacks in this game. Carlos Jefferson has his 2nd of the day. And so they have to score a field goal, and gets almost blocked. And it is no good at all. 3rd and goal. Lions still have the lead, and they are at the goal line, and Messina misses his guy. You cannot afford that. But on the 1, they are going for it. 4th down, and it's incomplete. Arcega-Whiteside drops it. And he had to come back for it as well. So that wouldn't have been a touchdown either way. And the Panthers, CMC's gone. What just happened? He just ran it up the middle, and the linebackers couldn't do anything to shed their blocks. The safeties were too close to the line of scrimmage. 93-yard touchdown for the Panthers. And they are retaking the lead. It's 17-12. Pat Messina, critical 3rd down, and Arcega-Whiteside not only catches the ball against Gerald Ramsey, he also gets away from the tackle and gets 5 extra. And now 4th and 1. And the Lions are going for it. Craig Sutton not getting anywhere. Even lost a yard. Actually, he didn't lose a yard, but the ball goes over on downs anyway. So Baker Mayfield has another chance. And they're got a man behind the defense. It's DJ Moore, and he's taken down inside the 10. And the Panthers just lost one of their best offensive linemen, Tyler Jennings. I think he's the center, but he walks out of the game with an injury, and he's going to be gone for the rest of the game as Baker is going down. Carlos Jefferson with his 3rd sack. So 8-point game now as Calvin Short runs it to the left side on the inside zone and then cuts it back to the middle. He's already at 142 on the ground. 3rd and 7 coming up now. Pat Messina. He has some time and he delivers a strike over the middle. It's 20 yards to Arcega-Whiteside. 1st down, and now they are inside the green zone. Messina gets rid of it. What a catch! What a play by Arcega-Whiteside. If this is the only way you can win this game, then it has to be Arcega-Whiteside. Who else can make this one-hander? Pat Messina with a dime. Gerald Ramsey had the coverage perfectly, but the ball was just out of reach. One-hander by Arcega-Whiteside. And now for the 2-point try. It's caught. What a play by Calvin Short. He is a receiver as well. And the game is tied at 20. Baker Mayfield with a chance to score the game-winning touchdown. And it is intercepted off the deflection. It's Alex Woodson, and he takes it down the field. What a turnover. Inside the 25, he gets shoved out of bounds. What a play by Alex Woodson, or rather, I think it was Jair Alexander. And the Panthers are going to have to fear to lose this game. Touchdown Lions. It's JJ Arcega-Whiteside. If this is how you have to win the game, then it's gotta be. It's Arcega-Whiteside with another fantastic score in this game. 7-point game. We are at the 2-minute warning, and the catch is made at the sideline. 3rd down and 4 for Baker Mayfield. And this gets knocked down. 4th down coming up. And you have to go for it. Baker Mayfield at the edge of field goal range. And it is intercepted. It's Justin Gunter. And he basically ends this game here. 2nd pick of the day for him. Justin Gunter ends this game. They just run out the clock. Excellent day by Pat Messina. He missed a couple throws, but was on target at the most important throws to Arcega-Whiteside. And then Calvin Short, 158 on the ground. McCaffrey, 148 on the ground. This was a running effort. And then Gerald Everett had a 100-yard game, the tight end. Great game for him. 3 sacks for Jefferson, 2 for Williams, 1 for Hopkins, 1 for Sutton. But the Panthers also had a lot of sacks. And then 2 picks for Justin Gunter, the game ending, and the one before that by Alex Woodson, which was game ending as well, basically. And then Deontay Bryant is going to miss 5 weeks, so that is the rest of the season. He's not going to come back in the regular season, but the Lions are still undefeated, so there's a good chance that they will clinch the playoffs, and we'll see Deontay Bryant back in action in January. Let's get to this game. It's a home game against the Seattle Seahawks. It's the revenge game for Dwayne Haskins. But what's this? It's an interception. Timmy Ball with the pick. And Dwayne Haskins is going to enter the game. He's going to have a short field. And he just marched down to the green zone. Touchdown impending. This is Joe Mixon, and he has 5 yards. They signed him last offseason. They signed Dwayne Haskins. They signed a lot of players last offseason, and that's a touchdown. And I think it was Joe Mixon. Yes, it is. Joe Mixon with the touchdown. The Seahawks are taking an early lead in this game. This is Pat Messina over the middle. He had some time, and it's caught by Arcega-Whiteside. First completion of the game, and to the red team anyway. And he has a first down, which sets him up inside the red zone, and Calvin Short runs it down to the 1-yard line. 8 yards after contact on this play. And then Pat Messina is going to have a play-action bootleg, but there is someone who was having none of it, and it's Daron Payne. 2nd and goal. Play-action shot, and he goes down again. What a play. It's Betts, and he's in the backfield. He takes on the quarterback. 3rd and goal over the middle, and it's still a touchdown. What a play. Arcega-Whiteside with the score. He is just a machine, and that puts him over 8,000 career receiving yards. 3rd and 8, it's Dwayne Haskins, and it's incomplete. So the ball goes back to the Lions. Tie game, and Messina from his own end zone. Lindell Thierry has some running room, 20 yards, 1st down Lions. 2nd and 6. It's a play action. No, it's a fake, but it's a shot down the field, and there is a pass interference. This is Lindell Thierry. He had a step on the defender. You cannot discuss that, and Oscar Porter didn't know how to help himself. So 1st and goal from the 6, and it's a touchdown, Calvin Short. Nice play. 10th rushing touchdown for him of the season. So the blocking got a lot better in this season. Matthew Wilkinson was a weakness, a major weakness to this run game. And Tony Lindholm is so good. But there is also another good offensive line that can support a great rushing effort. And it is Joe Mixon with a 56-yard touchdown to tie the game at 14. But inside the 2-minute warning, the Lions have another chance. And Jerome Cousins with the spin move. The Bryant replacement finally to be seen. 3rd and 8 for Messina, and he gets it away to Jerome Cousins, but he doesn't have the speed to outrun the defender. That's going to be a field goal for the Lions, and Dwayne Haskins has about 55 seconds left on this drive. And there is a catch and run that gets him to around midfield. Haskins is retreating, and he goes down. Sacked by Kevin Sutton. 17 seconds left, 1 timeout left for the Seahawks, and this one is caught on the outside. It's Auden Tate, but it's 4th down as well, and so they are taking a timeout with 6 seconds remaining, and they are missing it. It was a 61-yard try, and the Lions are trying one. This is 66 yards, Joey Sly, and it comes up short, and that is going to end the half at 17-14. At halftime, the Bears win against the Jets 30-27, and we're back to this game in a hurry. Joe Mixon on 2nd and 1, not going anywhere. It's Amari Burns with a great run stop. 1st and 10, they are having trips to the right, and there is a man open. It's Auden Tate, and when did he learn to separate? Dwayne Haskins is, by the way, 20-21 for 146 through the air. 1st and goal, they march down, get to the 4-yard line, and then Haskins is taken down. It's Carlos Jefferson. Everything covered up. All these sacks. This is not great pass rush. It's great coverage. And then on 3rd and 2, the Lions tried to run it with a goal line formation, and Craig Sutton didn't get it, so they punt it away. Game still tied at 17 after that Seahawks field goal. And the football is loose, and the Lions recover. How did that happen? The Lions are taking over. Dwayne Haskins giving the ball away. And over the middle, Arcega-Whiteside with a nice grab. And run as well, 22 yards for him. He's having a monstrous season as well. 2nd and 10 for Pat Messina, and he decides to scramble, but runs just straight into Marco Brown. And that brings up a 3rd and 18. Pat Messina over the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Arcega-Whiteside. And so they have to punt it back to the Seahawks. Still tied at 17. We are halfway through the 4th quarter. Great catch made by Auden Tate. And Haskins has a chance to win this revenge game, as Joe Mixon stiff arms Ramon Colon out of the way. What a play, but it still is 4th down. 57-yard field goal try. And it is so wide right, it is even beyond the safety net behind the field goal. Messina has a chance now to score some points, and he gets Orlando Kershaw over the middle. Haven't seen much of him for a while, but now he's back in action. Play action shot for Ortega-Whiteside, and he's got the first down. We are at the 2-minute warning. If the Lions play this smartly, they are just going to run out this clock and take a field goal with the clock hitting triple zeros. As Pat Messina decides to scramble to the left and run it upfield, get out of bounds at 7 yards. Try not to, I don't know, cause a fumble. And then 2nd and 3 over the middle. Down to the 2. It's caught by Ortega-Whiteside. 1st and goal after a penalty on the first try of 1st and goal. Lindell Thierry has a few yards. Timeout Seahawks. They are recognizing now they need to take some timeouts to get some more time if the Lions score, which they do right here on this play. It's Lindell Thierry, and he has a fantastic score in the back of the end zone. And Dwayne Haskins has a chance to win this game, and he throws incomplete. He is 37 of 40 in this game, playing an excellent game, but you need to throw it away, man. And the clock is expiring. The Lions win in dramatic fashion, 24-17. Great game by both quarterbacks. Calvin Short and Joe Mixon, both having great games on the ground. Ortega-Whiteside, a force to be reckoned with. And then 2 sacks for Jefferson, 1 for Sutton. Even Kyle Hazelwood got into the backfield. And then he actually forced the fumble. Timmy Ball had the INT. Kyle Hazelwood had the fumble. Don't know how that happened. I think it was a zone blitz probably, with a slot corner and a linebacker or something like that. So yeah, but we're moving on. Lions still undefeated. Messina having a monstrous season. He's also having the yardage that Haskins never had, which is why we didn't re-sign him. And then Pat Messina is going to throw it down the field at the beginning of the game, and it's a touchdown. What a play. JJ Ortega-Whiteside with the score, and he's over 1250 on the season. What a play. Just chucking it down the field. Ortega-Whiteside had half a step, and it was just enough against Kerryon Johnson to have the touchdown. What a play. Darnold, he is not having a great season. Already 11 interceptions. And there he almost has a completion, but almost also has a pick. Jeff Okudah with a great incompletion, forced incompletion there. And in the NFC wildcard picture, the Lions also have clinched the playoffs, but there are 5, 6, and 7 teams. So that is a clusterfuck of a playoff picture, and all 3 NFC North rivals are having a chance at the playoffs here, as Pat Messina is short with the throw to Lindell Thierry, so they have to give it back to the Jets, and there's a catch made. What a play. It's Andrew Hills. What a play. He was the best player from the first draft class. He was an 81 overall when he was drafted from that first draft class, and he has developed really nicely. And there is Ronald Beadles. What a play by him, the tight end. He had a great week last week. Also, he's already at 600 receiving yards on the season, and there is a touchdown scored by the Jets. Trevante Maben was that, by the way. He was a rookie receiver in the last draft, so yeah, he is seeing the field as well. And then on 3rd down, Jerome Cousins can't get away from Addison Wheaton. It's another revenge game, as Sam Darnold has a play action shot here. He has good coverage, but then finally Trevante Maben gets open, and he has a first down and a lot more. 2nd and 10, 3-point ball game halfway through the 2nd quarter, and Darnold throws it down the field, and it's caught at the sideline. What a play by Beadles, the tight end. And now they have a chance to take the lead. It's 10-7, And Darnold has some time. It was double slants. And it's intercepted. Justin Gunter with another interception. He's having a monstrous season. What a play. And the Lions march down the field, get to the 7-yard line, and Pat Messina in the back of the end zone. It's Arcega-Whiteside, and it's a touchdown. And instead of taking the lead, the Jets are now behind by 10 points. They still have some time remaining in this quarter, though. So Sam Darnold, he tries something, and Andrew Hills is right there. And they have to hurry up now because the time is running out. They take a timeout with 5 seconds remaining, and the kick is good. So they at least get a field goal at the end of the half. Now, games around the league. The Vikings beat the Bears, beat the shit out of the Bears, 35-14. What a game. And the Packers win in New England. So there is still a lot of football to be had. All three of these teams can be second or last in the division. And of course, if you enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. As Damian Williams gets in the backfield and has a sack here. 3rd and 6. Pat Messina. And it's complete to Skylar Sharp, 20 yards. Messina 13 of 14 on the day. He is really sharp today, pun intended. And now he goes down in 2nd and 2. Quinnen Williams in the backfield. And that is going to give the ball back to the Jets. Still 7-point game. Sam Darnold having loads of time. Just dumps it off to Silas Pierce, a young, great up-and-coming running back. But it's 4th down now, and they have to punt it back to the Lions, who march down the field. And Messina is going to be hit. 3rd and 16. Turns into 4th and 16. And they're just going to have to score a field goal. But it is a 2-score game now. And Darnold is going down. It's Kevin Sutton. He is just a force to be reckoned with. He has another sack here. 3rd and 16. And Sam Darnold throws it to the outside. It's Silas Pierce. And he almost got the first down on 3rd and 16. But they are at midfield with a 4th and 2. 2 tight ends on the field are going for it. And Pierce, he did not get it. And Messina comes out onto the field again, having a great day. Marches down the field, play action shot. He has loads of time, loses the football, and it gets picked off. It gets picked up by the Jets, and Andrew Scott is racing toward the linebacker, but he just can't reach him. It's a fumble recovery touchdown. What a play for the Jets. That was Justice Hawthorne on the pickup. A player I wanted to draft in the 2nd round of the first draft, and then he just got taken before me by the Jets. Just like that edge rusher I wanted to target and the safety I wanted to target. The Jets took all of them. D'Angelo Crosby, the safety, is now with the Vikings, though, so he is not going to stay in New York, but Justice Hawthorne still is, and they still have a great edge rush tandem right there. And then the Jets have a touchdown. It's Andrew Hills on the play. It's his 5th receiving touchdown of the season, and they are closing the gap. We are within the last minute of the game, and it's gonna be an onside kick. Telvin Canty, he recovers it, and now the game is over. They just ran out the clock. Darnold and Messina having great days, both of them. Messina with a 3-touchdown performance. Calvin Short could not be stopped, 162 on the ground. Andrew Hills had 115 through the air, though. Arcega-Whiteside, 5 catches for 96 yards and 3 touchdowns, man. That guy is ridiculous. And also, Jerome Cousins had a nice game. And then John Wise is returning. So the time of Denard Johnson playing right guard is over now. And Wise is stepping back into the lineup. So we are going to have a game in Foxborough against the Patriots, who are quarterbacked by former backup Bears quarterback Mark Wilkins. But we'll have the Lions offense up first. This is one of the first plays of the game, and Lindell Thierry trucks a guy but comes up short, so they punt the football away, and Mark Wilkins comes onto the field He's not very high rated, but he can run if he wants to. And he is getting the first down. No, he's not. It's going to be 4th and inches. But he can run if he wants to. Kyle Hazelwood with the stop. The Lions have the ball back. Play action shot by Messina. And he's going down. Lost the football. Another fumble. Messina has a bad habit of losing the football. He only has 61 carrying. Pretty bad. And then over the middle on 2nd and 19. What a catch made by Lindell Thierry on the post. Nice play. From the left side this time. Not lining up a lot on the left side. But on this play he was. Now he's lining back up on the right. But the throw goes to Jerome Cousins. And he's got the first down and some more. That's 27 yards for him. And there is another play action shot, and Messina is rolling out to his left, throws it to Whiteside, and he's almost got a touchdown. But they lose some yardage in the process with a penalty, and Pat Messina goes down on 3rd and goal, and so that only leads to 3 points. 3rd and 9 for Mark Wilkins. And this is also a revenge game because this is Kerryon Johnson coming up short on the 3rd down play. So it's 4th down and they punt it back to the Lions, who have Whiteside, and he's got 24 through the air. And now they show blitz. No, they back out of it. Messina over the middle, Whiteside, and that is 22 yards down to the 2-yard line. We are beginning the 2nd quarter now, and Pat Messina has a man open. This is Javier Thompson, and he's got a score. Thompson with a touchdown. He's the backup to Whiteside and Thierry. He gets in the game there. He is also having a revenge game because he spent his rookie contract with the Patriots, and then he got into free agency, didn't get signed, and after the draft he was still in the free agent pool, so the Lions signed him. 10-point game. Mark Wilkins is picked off. What a bad decision. It's Javier Taylor lurking over the middle. I wish he would do that a lot more than just twice a season. 3rd and 8. Pat Messina has a man open. It's Skylar Sharp. And he's got the first down almost at midfield. Now 3rd and 7. Pat Messina from midfield, and Skylar Sharp once again 20 yards. Easy pitch and catch for the tight end. And they march down the field. We are way inside the 2-minute warning as Messina gets taken down in the backfield. And they're just going to have to try a field goal. Joey Sly knocks it through with time expiring in the first half. 13-0 ball game. And the Patriots get the ball back at the beginning of the 2nd half as Mark Wilkins just runs it to the outside and he's got the first down. Great play. On 3rd and 8, he gets 9 yards. 2nd and 15 now for Wilkins. And he's almost taken down. He gets it away to the running back on the slip screen, but that still is a TFL. For, I think it was Levi Caldwell, not sure. Pat Messina gets rid of the ball, but impacted by David Gamble, a guy I was targeting in the last free agency, but I didn't have the money to sign him. And then Mark Wilkins, he takes off once again and makes a man miss, and that's 13 yards. He's already at 50 rushing yards on the day. That's 10 yards per carry. You should start to get a spy here. And there is a man who got behind the defense. What a play. That is Delvin Givens. Great young receiver. He is up and coming, and now Pat Messina is going down. Man, these quarterbacks are getting sacked. David Gamble again in the backfield. 3rd and 4. Pat Messina, and he gets impacted again. It's Gamble in the backfield. He's having a monstrous game. And this is a 60-yarder for Joey Sly. And it just hooks inside. It's good. 9-point game finally. 1st and 10. And Wilkins is scrambling again. Jukes out a guy. 18 yards. And they lose a tight end. 2nd and 10. Mark Wilkins on the screen. And nowhere to go for Kerryon Johnson. It's Justin Gunter in the backfield, and he stops him for a loss. 2nd and 4. Pat Messina over the middle. It's caught. Jerome Cousins, and he breaks a tackle as well. Runs it down the field. That is 28 yards to him. 1st and goal now. It's a handoff to Calvin Short, and he falls ahead into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Lions. And now this game is finally over. Probably. Still a 2-score game. But there is the 2-point try, and perfect block on the outside. Calvin Short with the 3-score lead here. And the Patriots are going to have to start scoring some touchdowns, and fast. Because if they don't, this game is over. And there is a great catch and run to the tight end. Will Disley back in the game. 2nd and 2. Mark Wilkins. He has a man open behind the linebacker. Behind the safety, I should rather say. And it's a touchdown. That is Laviska Shenault. So 10-point game now, and you're trying to end the game, but they are throwing for it, and Orlando Kershaw has got the football. Dylan Alexander is actually in the game, and he threw that ball, and now Andrew Scott has some running room to the outside, and he also broke a tackle. If there wasn't the sideline, that would have probably been a touchdown. And then Andrew Scott runs it up the middle into the end zone. Great piece of running there by Scott. Some power. We're not used to see from him to have that much power. And so the Patriots get the ball back, march down to the goal line. It's a touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, in his revenge game, he gets the touchdown. But it is too little too late. There is 12 seconds on the clock. This game is over. David Gamble, what a monstrous game. Josh Uche from the other side as well. Jaquez Highsmith, they had some pass rush, some serious pass rush. Interception also by Javier Taylor. But we're moving on. Lions still undefeated. And we're going to go to New York again. We had 3 games in New York, Foxborough, and then New York again. 3 away games. I loved this schedule. We are perfect, 15-0, but we're trying to keep it going. And the Bears are still the 5 seed in these playoff rankings. Pat Messina having a great regular season, 42 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, but on the first throw of the day, he is having his football knocked down. As Jameis Winston on 2nd and 10 throws it to Barkley on the slip screen, but yeah, that's blown up. So the Lions get the ball back and march down the field as Messina goes down again. No offense in this game whatsoever. O'Shane Zimenez in the backfield. He takes down the quarterback. 3rd and 16. Pat Messina in the backfield and Arcega-Whiteside. Great catch and run on 3rd and 16. He converted. 1st down inside the 5 now. 2nd and goal from the 2. And Pat Messina has a touchdown. It's Lindell Thierry. As Andrew Scott, by the way, picked up a blitz perfectly on that play. 3rd and 9, 7-0 for the Lions as Jameis Winston goes down and the drive is already over. 3 and out for the Giants. Pat Messina throws it to the outside and he's off the mark for Jerome Cousins. He had a shot. 2nd and 5, Saquon Barkley, and he's having some running room. That is 17 yards to him. And he is having a fine day as well. We're well into the 2nd quarter now as Jameis Winston throws it to the outside into the coverage of Jair Alexander. He's not having the greatest season of all times. He is allowing some catches there, Jair Alexander, as we have another 4th down achieved and the Giants had to take a field goal. Over the middle and Skylar Sharp, he slipped on the snow and the ball falls incomplete. 4th down and they punt it back to the Giants where Jameis Winston has actually a completion in yet another revenge game, excuse me. It's Kenny Galladay's revenge game. He was a Lion for a long time, and then he got traded because he didn't have a lot of targets anymore, or he wasn't as great a player anymore, as Pat Messina has to run away, and he still gets sacked on first down. It's Matthew Kopp. 3rd and 14. Pat Messina over the middle, and he's off the target for Ortega-Whiteside. So ball goes back to the Giants. 4 minutes left, and Winston scrambling, having Golladay with the reception. But it's 4th down and inches. It was not enough. And the Giants challenge this call, and it gets overturned. It's a 1st down. Bunch to the left for Winston, and this is Marcus O'Neal running away from defenders, juking out people. Marcus O'Neal, what a play. And he's over 1,000 on the season for that one. Giants trying to make the playoffs, by the way. So this still has implications, which is why I still chose to play with the full strength and do not do some backup business in this game, as Gesicki has the touchdown catch, and the Giants actually take the lead. And then with 2 minutes to go, Andrew Scott on the RPO, he gets taken down with a huge gain of 32 yards. And now it's a motion swing pass for Calvin Short. He runs it to the sideline, turns upfield, and he's gone. Touchdown Lions. 2 plays, touchdown. What a drive for the Lions. It was way too fast because now you give the Giants the ball back with 1 minute and 13 seconds on the clock. Jameis Winston on 3rd down, and he has a man. It's O'Neal, but he can't hang on, and it's 4th down, and they give the ball back to the Lions. Yet another chance to score some points. Man coverage across the board. It's Jerome Cousins, and he can't get away from the defenders, but great gain. That is 34 yards to Cousins. 2nd and 3, and Messina is on target to Calvin Short. We have 10 seconds left. Timeout taken by the Lions. Strong eye. Throw over the middle, and it's intercepted. What a play by the Giants. Double coverage. Pretty bad call by Messina to throw that. And Xavier McKinney is right there to pick it up. So that is a pick for the Giants with 3 seconds remaining. And we're going to go into the 3rd quarter now, as Barkley on 3rd down cannot convert. He is at perfectly 4 yards a carry right now. And the Lions get the ball back in these snowy conditions. Still the 4-point game. And Andrew Scott, what a catch and run, 22 yards. And they're inside the red zone now. Inside the green zone. Pat Messina to the outside. And there is Orlando Kershaw on the drag. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown for him. Great play by Pat Messina to get that on the money. So it's a 10-point game now because the Lions missed the extra point apparently, and Zaquan is breaking a tackle here, and that gets him into the red zone. Jameis Winston rushes to the outside, and he just keeps scrambling, lost the football, and the ball goes out of bounds, so the Giants keep, and it's 1st down, but he could have had a touchdown on that play. He outran Alex Woodson, he outran Luke Wagner in the flats, and then he throws a touchdown on a perfect dime to Mike Gesicki. And the Giants have a 3-point deficit, but on the next drive, the Lions march down the field, and Calvin Short caps it off with a touchdown, and it's a 10-point game once again. 2nd and 18 for Jameis Winston, and he gets sacked on the screen play. It's Carlos Jefferson in the backfield. 3rd and 26, and you got to go for it here if you want to win this game. Perfect defense by Jeff Okudah. 4th and 26. Jameis Winston running around, and Barkley out of bounds, and that is going to probably end this game. It's a 10-point game, and the Lions march down the field, and blitz is picked up. Touchdown. That is Lindell with another score in this season. He is having a quieter season, but still is on the money if if he's asked to carry the football, he does a good job. And then the Lions messed up yet another extra point as Jameis Winston goes down. It's Levi Caldwell in the backfield, so he has a sack. He's usually only just a run-stopping defensive tackle. And there is James Harper, the ex-Viking running back we picked off of their practice squad. And he is having a great run here. And there is a touchdown to Lindell. We benched Calvin Short because there was no point in getting him hurt anymore, and this offensive line is pretty great, so you can pretty much run with any running back there. And there is a throw to the end zone. Saquon Barkley with a 37-yard touchdown, but that throw, man, cross body. What a play by Jameis. So this season is over. The Lions went 16-0, perfect season, and Deontay Bryant is available again to play in the playoffs. And these are the results of the wildcard round. The Bengals blew out the Browns 38-8. What a game for the Bengals offense. Joe Burrow, 274 and 3 touchdowns. What a game for him. And then David Bryan, the tight end, had a pretty great game there. And the Bengals defense also spot on, only allowing 8 points, as Miguel Cruz, the ex-Lion, also has a sack. We traded him away halfway through this season, and he has a sack there in his first playoff game as a Bengal. And then we have the other game here, as Sam Darnold loses out to Lamar Jackson. Casey Cheek, Andrew Hills, and Jack Mitchell, they all have great games. Trevontae Maben even, but it didn't matter because the Ravens defense was so good. They stopped them from scoring enough scores, as the Jets also have Daniel Flott with 3 TFLs, Quinnen Williams with 2 TFLs. This was a pretty defensive football game, but the Ravens come out on top. And then in the third playoff game, the Raiders move on to the divisional round. Jacoby Brissett with 4 touchdowns, but it is not enough, as Josh Jacobs has 4.7 a carry. He has 70 yards in that game. And Henry Ruggs has 67 yards for the Raiders. Not a lot of offense in this game, but not a lot of defense either. It was a pretty much highlightless game, apart from 2 Jahlani Tavai interceptions. 2 interceptions. That is game deciding. He decided that the Raiders have to go to the next round, so they move on to meet the Baltimore Ravens. And the Bengals move on to meet the 1 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs. So that's going to be the AFC matchups. And in the NFC, the Vikings made it as the 7th seed. They played the 2 seed Seahawks, and they won that game decidedly. Rookie quarterback Chris Graham, great game. Dwayne Haskins got hurt during the game, so not all on him. Dalvin Cook, 145 on the ground. And then Chris Graham just threw 3 touchdowns to his tight end and Justin Jefferson. So great game for the Vikings right there. And then for sacks, Antonio Cooper is just so good, but also is Daron Payne. And yeah, so that game got decided by an interception, also by the Angelo Crosby, the safety I was talking about earlier. He makes a difference here. And we're going to play them because they moved on to the next round. And the Panthers win as well. Baker Mayfield, 4 touchdowns, no picks. Jimmy Garoppolo sacked 6 times. Christian McCaffrey, 134 on the ground. And yeah, DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns. Gerald Everett with a touchdown. And we're going to go to the defense real quick here. And this is going to be a pretty defensive football game. 2 TFLs for Baber, Burns, and Brown, and also 2 sacks for Burns, and 1.5 sacks for Taj Craig, 1 for Faber, one for Keon Claxton, and a half sack for David Kitchens. And then also 2 picks by the Panthers. That was a blowout. Darius Ridgway and Gerald Ramsey have interceptions in that game. 45-4 ended that game. And then Chicago made it as the 5 seed, and they beat out Dallas, who managed to sneak in there because we beat the Giants, but they lose to the Bears. Barkley, 3 touchdown passes. Prescott sacked 5 times. Let's go to rushing. Ezekiel Elliott, 143 on the ground, but it didn't matter because David Montgomery and Glenn Beatles also had about, 150. And then Deshaun Parker, 100-yard game, 2 touchdowns for CeeDee Lamb. And on the defensive side of the football, we can already see it. 2 TFLs and 2.5 sacks for Khalil Mack. And 2 TFLs also for Karifi Thompson, Trevor Etienne, and Madison Bass. And then a bunch of sacks. Trevor Etienne had 1, and Karifi Thompson had a half sack. Roquan Smith had a half sack, and Terrence Rodriguez, the ex-Lion, also had a half sack. And then 2 picks also for the Bears. Enrique James and Jason McElroy. I think there was also a fumble in there, but it was for Dallas. Free safety got a forced fumble here. And then we move on to the divisional round here. It's going to be 3 NFC North teams and the Panthers. Let's see who comes out on top. We're going to jump into this next game against the Vikings. And this is going to be a pretty really difficult game because Chris Graham, their rookie quarterback, has developed so nicely that they are now a serious contender, because at the beginning of the season Chris Graham threw picks against us, and now he has really developed into a solid starting quarterback. And on 3rd and 6, Justin Jefferson can't hang on to a perfectly placed ball. Messina, 46 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. That is an MVP level season, although he did not get voted MVP. I can tell you that right now. And he's off the mark as well for Arcega-Whiteside. So the Vikings have the ball back. And that is going to be Dalvin Cook. 1 man left to beat. And he jukes out the free safety, Javier Taylor. Woodson takes him down from behind, or else Cook would have been gone. 3rd and 9. Chris Graham dumps it off to the flats. So that's going to be a field goal for the Minnesota Vikings. And the Lions are going to take over. And over the middle, this is Arcega-Whiteside outrunning the cornerback. And he gets down to the 35. What a play by Arcega-Whiteside. Was a blitz, so it was kind of pretty easy because it was man coverage, and Arcega-Whiteside is such a good route runner. Now on 3rd and 5, Deontay Bryant had to come back for the football, and he's tackled short, so the Lions are going to add a field goal. 3rd and 4, and this is Damian Williams in the backfield, so the Vikings punt it away to the Lions. You have to score points to win a game, you know that, right? Calvin Short is tackled, and then he just stays on the ground. He's going to come out of the game. It's Andrew Scott's show, and he runs it to the outside. He at least gets the first down here, 11 yards on his first carry. And we'll see how that injury by Calvin Short goes. Bruce Sternum, he's not going to return for this game, but he is going to return for a potential championship game. Just a 1-game injury. And then Frank Ragnow on a couple plays later, and he exits the game as well. And that does not look good. And we'll check out his injury later as well. Pat Messina, meanwhile, on 3rd and 6. And Skylar Sharp just trucked one guy into the ground. What a play by Sharp. 23 yards. Broken ribs. So we know Frank Ragnow is not going to be back next week either, if we should make it to the next round. And so the Lions capped this drive still off with a touchdown, but that was a costly touchdown. It's a 7-point ball game, but losing your center, the best center in the league, by the way, and your star running back to injuries, that is pretty bad. But first, Chris Graham has a drive, and this one gets knocked down. Javier Taylor, great pass breakup. And so they add a field goal. It's a 4-point game now. As Messina on 3rd and 6 is off the mark for Sharp, so they have to punt it away. 3rd and 1, Irv Smith in motion. And then Dalvin Cook at least got the first down, and now he is injured as well, and he's not going to come back. Bruce Sternum, same injury as Calvin Short. Both of them are not going to come back. The 2-star running backs are not going to come back, as Darius Slayton has a touchdown for the Vikings, and they are taking the lead. 13-10 for the Vikings. Strong eye for Messina, but it's a throw, and it's to the outside, and Sharp hangs on 24 yards. What a play against Hughes. He has a monstrous catch. And now on 3rd and 10, Messina is on the money once again. Over the linebacker's head, right into the hands of J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and he's got the first down and then some. So, yeah, we're going to move on to the next first down. It's a first down and 15, and James Harper just runs it into the end zone at the end of the first half. The Lions score another touchdown and take this lead back. It's going to be a 4-point game. And as you already could see down on the ticker, the Chicago Bears move on to the championship round. So this is going to be an NFC North championship game between the Bears and one of these two teams, as Danielle Hunter gets in the backfield, and we know that. We have seen that a lot in this series. 3rd and 14 for Chris Graham now, and he does not get it. So that is going to be a field goal for the Vikings. Instead, the Lions are going to try to add some more points, as Messina has to scramble again. Throws it back to the middle on 3rd and 6, but nowhere to go. And he couldn't outrun the defensive lineman, so they have to punt it back to the Vikings. And Chris Graham over the middle, he's got his running back, and that's a first down. So they are moving the ball, but now 4th and 2, and they decide to go for it. And this is Irv Smith, 12 yards for him. Down to the goal line now. Chris Graham hands it off to the running back, and that is a touchdown. The Vikings are taking the lead in this game. And to go for a full 7-point lead, here's the 2-point try. And Chris Graham, blitz gets picked up, or it's not a blitz, but he got picked up, and then Carlos Jefferson came through nonetheless. Pat Messina in this 5-point game is on the money for Skylar Sharp. We are in the 4th quarter now, and we have 8 minutes left. The Lions are at the 10, and Messina needs to score a touchdown, and instead it almost got intercepted. So they opt to take the field goal, decrease this lead to a two-point lead now. And now the Vikings are gonna have the football again with a great play by the running back. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Chris Graham in the backfield. He throws it to the outside, and the catch is made by Darius Slayton. Alex Woodson was right there. He could have picked it off, but instead 25 yards to Slayton. And now Chris Graham hands it off to the running back, and he goes absolutely nowhere on 3rd and goal. So the defense does bend, but it does not break, and it still is a 1-score game. 4 minutes left in this game, and Andrew Scott weaving around, getting 18 yards. He is over 100 on the day with that run. He's having a great day in the absence of Calvin Short. As Messina over the middle, it's Arcega-Whiteside, and he's got the first down. And he's such an important part of this game, as Messina decides to just take off, take what's there. That's 6 yards. And now the Lions take a timeout. 2nd and 4 over the middle. It's a touchdown, but they may have scored too fast. Skylar Sharp has the score, his first score of the day. And now there's going to be a 2-point try for the Lions to make this a 3-point lead. And it's a play-action bootleg, and Arcega-Whiteside wide open. Touchdown, or rather the 2-point try is good. It's a 3-point game, and the Vikings are going to have to prove that they belong in the championship game 3rd and 1. Catch is made by the running back. That's 10 yards. 1st and 10 for Chris Graham. He has lots of time. Dumps it off again. And the time is running out. And now they have the last timeout spent. They have a 56-yard field goal try, but it's no good. It's wide left. I would have sent this game to overtime, but instead, the Lions are going to move on to the championship game. Chris Graham, 58 attempts in this game, 367 yards. He had a great game, but, well, it was not enough. You should have gotten a few more yards. Dalvin Cook injured. Calvin Short injured. But Short is going to come back for the next game. Jonathan Rush was the running back's name. I forgot. I'm sorry. Arcega-Whiteside had a nice game. And then Frank Ragnow, he's going to be done for the series in this case, because there is not going to be another season and he has broken ribs. He's not going to come back. I'm going to place him on IR. And yeah, well, that's it. We're going to have to sign a backup for Frank Ragnow. It's Matt Skura. He has solid ratings, but he's only going to be the backup. The starter is going to be Ramon Hernandez. He was on the team for a long time. As in the AFC divisional round, the Chiefs beat the Bengals 28-17. And they move on to the championship game. Joe Burrow not having such a great day today. The offense was kind of stagnant, not even 200 yards passing. He was not sacked though, so I wonder how that works. Antonio Bennett had a nice day, but also Sharif Spears, a player I wanted to draft a few years ago, has a great game. And then for defense, it's going to be pretty standard stuff. No sacks in this game at all, and one pick by Tavon Hutchins for the Chiefs. And in the other game, the Raiders lost to the Ravens. So the Ravens are going to move on to the championship game. Both quarterbacks scoring 3 touchdowns. So both of them doing their jobs. Josh Jacobs, another solid game in the playoffs. J.K. Dobbins as well. Devin Duvernay, 130. That was probably a deciding factor. Also, Dawson Knox has a nice day. And then for the defenses, I'd say Patrick Queen and Michael Klein, pretty good days here. And then the only 2 sacks of the day go to the Ravens, so I would imagine that probably would have sealed the deal. And the Ravens are going to move on to the AFC Championship game. The Bears, 35-17, already talked about it a little bit. Chris Barkley, 4 touchdowns, almost perfect on the day. Baker Mayfield had also a solid day, but I guess the Panthers just didn't move the ball as well as the Bears. And Deshaun Parker, yet again, another great day receiving. And then for defense, we have actually these stats care more about the Panthers, I would say. No picks in this game. I cannot imagine how the Panthers lost that game by 3 scores, but I would probably imagine that they managed to just stall on their drives without sacks or bad plays happening, and the Bears just moved along, got the touchdowns. We're gonna move on. It's gonna be Panthers Bears. It's gonna be Lions Bears. Deontay Bryant with a great play. 3rd and 6, motion for Lindell, and this is going to be caught by Arcega-Whiteside, and he trucks a defender and gets the first down. Trips to the right, and this is going to be a play action bootleg to the left, and Lindell Thierry, 19 yards, first down, Lions. This looks like a solid start to this drive. 3rd and 12, and Messina over the middle, but Arcega-Whiteside can't hang on to the football, so that's going to be a field goal for the Lions, as Barkley did not have the greatest of seasons. 12 picks is not, that's a little bit too much. And he hands it off on 3rd down, and it doesn't go anywhere. 4th down, and the Lions have another shot at scoring points before the Bears do. And Lindell on the out route, great play, that's 15 yards, and a 1st down, great throw by Messina. 2nd and 8. And Messina over the middle, it's caught, perfect throw to Deontay Bryant. And he is making an impact here early. Had a nice play on the first drive, and now he is having a touchdown here, 10-3. As David Montgomery, they ran it again on 3rd and 2, and they did not get it this time either. Jeff Okuda even with a tackle for a loss. So the Lions get the ball back, and Messina is going down. Khalil Mack in the backfield. We all know his face a little bit too well. And then he just heaves one downfield. It's going to be an arm punt. And it's caught! Lindell Thierry, what a play! In double coverage. He comes down with it. Messina just threw it up. And then Lindell Thierry turns this into a 100-yard performance. Midway through the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and 4. It's yet again knocked down by the defense, so that is going to be another field goal, and it's a 13-0 game. And Chris Barkley on 2nd and 10 goes down. Kevin Sutton in the backfield. So 3rd and 22 coming up, and they did not convert that, so the ball goes back to the Lions. Over the middle, Messina. He is on the money to Arcega-Whiteside, and he's got the 1st down. 4 minutes left in the 1st half. And now they go with 11 personnel. Calvin Short up the middle, and he's having 13 yards. He's already at 75 on the day. 15 carries is a little bit much in 1 half. But yeah, this is going to be a play action shot. Man is open. Touchdown, Lions. And Arcega-Whiteside has the score. Great play. It's a one-hander in the back of the end zone, dragging his feet. And they actually missed the extra point, so no good. 19-0 for the Lions, as the Bears have a few seconds left in this half to try and make something happen. And there is Deshaun Parker, and he's got the 1st down. And because the play clock management by the AI is so bad, I called a timeout for them, because they just waste timeouts, and they get 3 points out of that drive. And as you can see, Kansas City lost. The 1 seed Kansas City Chiefs lost to Baltimore and Lamar Jackson. So the winner of this game is going to move on to face Lamar Jackson. But first, we have an interception trying to make something happen. Chris Barkley throws it, and Jeff Okuda is having a perfect season. He has been so good this season. He follows Deshaun Parker to the inside, then shades to the outside, sees the ball, picks it off. Kyle Hazelwood also had perfect coverage on that ball. So the Lions are taken over, and you can't do that. You just can't miss throws if you want to win games. But Barkley is going down on 3rd down, so that drive is over as well. 4th down coming up. And the Lions have the ball back, even though Messina missed on the drive before that. It still is a 16-point game. That is only a 2-score lead. And then Javier Thompson has a 1st down catch. Great play by him. And then Calvin Short runs to the left side. And Arcega-Whiteside throws 2 blocks. What a block by Arcega-Whiteside. Calvin Short down to the 4-yard line. This play was entirely created by Arcega-Whiteside. That probably would have been an 8-yard run if Arcega-Whiteside wouldn't have thrown 2 blocks. 1st and goal. Messina could have scrambled it in, but throws it into the end zone. Andrew Scott with the touchdown. And this game now has gotten out of hand. The Chicago Bears are down by 23 points, and now you need to score quickly, and it does not work like this. Luke Wagner knocks it down, could have intercepted it. Starting offense still on the field, as there is a nice play made by Deontay Bryant, who is having a great day as well. And he has 23 yards on that play. 3rd and 10 coming up though. So Messina needs to get this completed, but too many men in the middle of the field. He should have thrown it somewhere else. That's a field goal. And the Bears take over, and you have to intercept that, man. You have to intercept that, man. So the Bears march down the field, and it's a touchdown, but the game is already over. Backups are into the game for the Lions after we just skipped almost an entire quarter. And yeah, this game is over. Calvin Short, 153 on the ground. He's having a monstrous season, and he continues it. Lindell Thierry, over 100 yards on the day. He was done after the second quarter. And yeah, we'll look at that Ravens victory. Pat Mahomes sacked 4 times. Lamar Jackson sacked 0 times. That's the difference. J.K. Dobbins had a great day rushing. Devin Duvernay had a great day receiving, as did Dawson Knox. So we're going to face a pretty great defense and offense, because they have a great defense as well. And yeah, you can see that Damar Dell, the ex-Lion, also contributed to this victory by the Ravens. We're going to face the ex-Lion Damar Dell in the Super Bowl, which will come to you next and last episode. And yeah, it's going to be a kind of north-ish Super Bowl this time. Let's see where it is. I don't know yet. We'll see next episode. This is the Pro Bowl. So the 2 teams that went to the Pro Bowl did not have any players in this, or do not get their players in there, but you can see from the XP that the players get who made it to the Pro Bowl, and Messina did. We had Calvin Short do it, Arcega-Whiteside and Thierry, a few offensive linemen, including Ragnow and Clyde Farr. But yeah, we also had Kevin Sutton make it here as right end 2, I would imagine would have been the spot. And then Luke Wagner and Justin Gunter would have made it. And for corners, Jeff Okuda would have made it. He played an excellent season. And then with the XP, I thought that Javier Taylor also would have made it. So yeah. With Super Bowl week approaching, we have some development trait changes, and Carlos Jefferson finally gets up to superstar, because he had star, then he went on a 23 sack season and he did not get upgraded to superstar. Also, Calvin Short has superstar right now. Last season he had a 2,000 yard campaign. This season he had a 2,000 yard campaign, and it got him up to star and superstar. And then also Pat Messina with an MVP-like season, 46 touchdowns, 7 picks, and he gets superstar as well. This team would have been so much fun in the future, but I unfortunately do not have any time anymore to play out the rest of this series. So we're just gonna have a Super Bowl, and then imagine that Pat Messina went on to have a Cam Newton, Russell Wilson-ish kind of play style for the rest of the entire time. And yeah, but that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Lions franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.